on my mama, on my hood. I look fly. Oh Lord. I look good. Touch my swag.
Yes, sir.
I wish you would. On my mama.
Yeah.
On my.
Man, y'all know who it is over there, man. Y'all know my partner in crime. It's always Pop. We over here on this couch. Man, y'all see the merch, man. We here to stand on some business, man. Y'all come get y'all a shirt. Support the channel. Y'all see Pop's on crutches, man. We got to get him back up on his feet, man. So we out here grinding right now, man. Y'all gonna get on out here. But we gonna make this little intro short. Let's get into this part of the video, because mainly we gonna listen about a minute, and then it's just me and Pops on this one.
Folks, I had set an intention this morning to record a video on quote-unquote acting white, this entire idea, talking white, acting white, etc. And this morning, before I record the video, I go through a few of my comments. Again, I try my best to go through some of them and at least like and things of that nature. There's just a whole lot going on. I spend a lot of time creating content, researching, etc. So if y'all been showing love, I appreciate y'all. But I saw a comment and it caught my attention. I said, this is a perfect example of exactly what I'm about to get into. And this person essentially said, under a video, mind you, where I was speaking on how the welfare system has become a generational curse upon, black folk or quote-unquote POCs, marginalized peoples, etc. These different classifications that are oftentimes used to label individuals who are lower class. But this guy says, you subscribe to the white man's value system. Now, that's super interesting to me because it ties directly into this entire idea of whiteness and you're acting white. And I'm sure there's a lot of black folk out there who are listening right now who have been told at some point in time that you're talking white or you talk white or you act white. And
now we gonna leave it there, and it's just gonna be me and Pop rocking. Now me and Daddy talk about this all the time, and what be killing me about my people is, why do we equate our value system with everything low class? So because I pronunciate my words, so because I want to act a certain way, I want to carry myself a certain way, that means I'm acting white? No, I'm from a country town. We always took pride in making sure that we acted and carried ourselves accordingly. It was never about acting white. It was always about showing white folks that we was great black people. It was never about acting they way. It's just about white and wrong. But like Tupac said, so I moved up out of the ghetto, so I ain't real now? How that happen? How that happen? And as I always tell you, Pop, it's a difference between black folks and ninjas.
Yes,
I love black folks. I can't stand ninjas.
Don't like ninjas.
Now, but if we really want to have a conversation, what is this idea of you thinking that talking ghetto and talking like you can't put a sentence together? What is it that you make that tells you that's black culture? That ain't black culture. That's hood ghetto mess. That ain't got nothing to do with black folks. And I remember, me and Pops is from the hood. Make sure everybody get that clear from speaking behind this camera. I'm from the block.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Northside Projects. You hear me? You hear me say it. That don't mean I was going to act like that my whole life. You got to want something and have something. Why do we think doing the most ghetto, ratchet mess means what? We cool? I don't even know why you think that should be something that you aspire to be. And what is this acting white idea y'all have? So because I want to drive a nice car, or because I want to live in a good neighborhood, so because I want my kids to go to good schools, because I want a good career, that means I'm acting white? No, man, I'm just trying to die of old age. Let's be clear here as I toss it to Pop. Ain't a lot of brothers that stayed in the hood that died of old age.
Because one of the things that gets me about the whole acting white topic is, it's amazing how, because I can complete a sentence.
As you said earlier.
Yeah, because I can complete a sentence, now all of a sudden I'm acting white because I can complete a sentence. Because I want to drive, as an example, a Nissan Murano instead of me actually driving a Cadillac, I'm acting white. Because I like for my kids to go to the private school just like everybody else, I'm acting white. Why can't it be I just love my kids as an example and I want what's best for them and I want them to have a good quality education because of the fact that I realize and understand just how jacked up the public school system is. But instead, and then you got a problem because then I go and I move into the suburbs. So now I'm acting white because I move into the suburbs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why?
Yes,
Why
sir.
is it that because I don't want
And
to
I live there, and I'm gonna stay there too.
That's right.
Let's make sure we're clear on that.
Why is it that because I choose not to be in an area where there's a whole lot of ninjas that I got to be acting white?
And once again, we ain't talking about black folks. We talking about ninjas. I want to be around black folks. I just don't want to be around no ninjas.
Thank you very much. We talking about getting away from a lot of times. We talking about getting away from ninjas. Okay, because here's the thing. Because I learned some things about politics as an example. So I'm
following the white man.
I'm acting white. Well, why is it? Because here's the thing that I had to do some research on, y'all, just so y'all realize and understand. Some of my partners that I knew, I got next to them because I used to ask them, y'all, real quick. I used to ask them, man, why every time I turn around, you running for office? You running for public office. You know what he told me, y'all? He said, because, bruh, he said, everything that you do, it comes by legislation. He said, your driver's license, he said, your birth certificate, he said, all of that comes through legislation. He said, bruh, he said, that's the reason why I'm up into politics, because I realize how much it actually affects people. But see, we think a lot of times that it's got everything to do with the fact that we trying to hobnob with them and we want to act like them. No, why can't it be the fact that we just care about each other and we want what's best for one another?
And why I can't just be all right being a law-abiding citizen? How am I acting white just because I want better for the people that look like me?
Come on, say it again.
That's all. We ain't got to tear up everything that's ours. Right? Even if we don't own these communities that we live in, what we tearing them up for? That's where we stay. Pick the paper up off the street. Take care of the community. Watch the old ladies. Watch the women. Watch the children. That's how it was on my block when I grew up in the 80s. So for me, when the ninjas wanted to take over, which is another subject, but let's go down that pipeline, right? When he said what he said about the welfare system, where he's not lying, that's absolutely destroyed my community, and
Absolutely.
That's not in question. And then that has led to the epidemic of more ninjas being born because we now have more single mothers and more fatherless homes.
Come on, that's right.
So now these kids who out here who robbing and stealing and killing and who tearing up your place and where you stay and where you live, guess what? They ain't got no daddies. That's a product of that welfare system that he talking about. So whoever the person that left that comment just really shows that you are ignorant, illiterate, and you clearly didn't Google and read and look up nothing. He is exactly right. Staying in that mindset has absolutely crippled our community to where it is today. Of course, we had some help along the way. We know that's a historical fact. What we talking about now, this is 2025. So I'm talking white because I don't want to live like that. I think it's funny that y'all want to be on this Democratic plantation and really think that that's taking us somewhere by living off all this assistance. No, man, what we need to do is live off ourselves and then take care of ourselves and then build our community like we used to do. That's what we need to do. All this talking white and acting white don't make no sense to me. So because I want to be a law-abiding citizen and do right, that means I'm acting white.
and as you said something earlier real quick, and that is the fact that, see, when I was growing up, see, we became educated. We
Yes,
went
sir.
to school. And the reason why we did it is because we wanted for everybody to see that we can. It didn't have anything to do with us acting white, but we wanted you to know that we was just as sharp and could be just as educated as what you were. It didn't have anything to do with us trying to be like you. It was one of those things of you trying to talk down to us about how you think that we are. So guess what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to show you that we can do what you can do. We're going to show you that we can learn at the same levels that you can learn and above. We're going to show you that we can build things just the same way that you do. We're going to show you that we can be the CEOs of the company. We're going to show you that we can be the business owners and the engineers and the doctors and the lawyers. We're going to show you that this is who we are. So how you going to try to tell me because we want what's better, you trying to tell me I'm acting white?
Which we did before everything was burnt down and different things, and that's another episode. But I just wanted to point out how when we first came out of slavery, it's a historical fact that black people was doing better, black men were doing better. So at the end of the day, this is really clear. Did anybody say them black people back then was trying to be white because they wanted to build their own community? Or were they just some black people who wanted to build their own community and do for their own people? I never heard nobody call none of the doctors back in the day, none of the engineers, none of the lawyers, none of the awesome black men and women that we didn't have in our community. When did anybody say they was talking white because they wanted to be smart?
Come on.
When is it that we decided that being intelligent was not a badge of honor? Look, hey man, some of us is proud that we don't have to play ball and sell dope and rap and entertain.
Come on, come on.
Some of us is proud I don't have to be Bobo the singing and dancing monkey. Some of y'all want to be that. And then you turn your nose up at the other black people who don't want to be that. Why you want to do everything that's negative against our community and then call that being black? And then everything that's positive for our community, you want to call that you acting white.
Whoop, there it is. There it is.
So if I want to do right by my people, I'm acting white.
Yep. Come on.
But if I want to burn it down and tear it down, then that's black.
Yeah.
If I want to shoot it up, rob it up, and drug deal it up, that's acting black.
Yeah.
But if I want to build it, grow it, fund it, now I'm thinking like the white man. Some of y'all want to be permanent victims, and I will never understand that because I've never lived in that mind frame. Y'all got to stop it. There is no such thing as acting white unless you white. I know what some of y'all be trying to say, but let's just be real. And I'm going to end my part on this right here. If you are black, I don't care how proper you talk. You are black when they see you, when anybody white see you. I don't know anybody that really loves this color of skin like I do that actually thinks the way you talk or the way you pronunciate really shows that you acting white. There's no way for that. I'm black every time I walk in the room. I'm in the STEM field. I'm black every time I walk in the room. It don't matter about the schooling. It don't matter about the degree. All that's irrelevant. They know I'm a black man. So I just talk. You can call it talking white all you want. You can call the pronunciation talking white. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But guess what? They know I'm black and I know I'm black. And you do too. Just stop making everything that hurt us something that we root for. And then everything that don't hurt us is something that's white. And I'm done with it.
And that's that. You know what? And he's absolutely correct. So, at the end of the day, I've been in a lot of those, what they consider white spaces, so to speak. And see, when I was growing up, those are the places and the spaces that you aspired to be in. Because you want to be able to show, I can be here too.
Yes.
And so by your
not that I want to be like you.
No, I'm not trying to be like you.
I want to show that I can do anything that you can do. And I can do it better. That's
it better.
all I'm trying to show.
That's it.
I'm never trying to show I'm trying to be like you.
No. And so this whole narrative that they give us sometime because of the neighborhoods that we live in, the cars that we drive, the schools that we go to, the schools that our kids may actually go to, some of the things that you have that we support, and the other things that we don't support. When we support the things that's, as you said a minute ago, that's not negative, to our community, you want to say we want to act like we white. No.
I just want what's best for my people.
I just want what's best for us. So what's wrong with that?
And
Not
all
anything
people.
wrong with that.
Yeah, and all people in general, but
Right.
definitely mine. Y'all know where I'm at, man. It's always me and Pop, man. We always over here on this couch. We over here on YouTube, man. Y'all come check us out.